this channel, we've looked at phones, we looked at tablets, we looked at laptops, we even looked at a TV. But today we're going to be looking at something completely new, desktops. More specifically, one desktop. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So recently Alienware had announced their new pre-builds, the Aurora lineup, the new R13 and the R14, and the big difference between the two, besides the price, is the CPU chipset. So with the R13 you can get the latest 12th gen Intel CPUs, ranging from the i5 12600FK all the way up to the i9 12700FK. And believe me, that sounds all well and good, but it's not the pre-build we're going to be focusing on, because what we're going to be focusing on is the R14, not only because it has that super powerful AMD CPU, and if you don't know me, I'm team AMD, but also it just looks way cooler. Now, when Alienware had announced an all-new design for their Aurora pre-build, we knew they were going to refresh the lineup, and I can honestly say they knocked the ball out the park. So the design for the case is really spectacular. You got red LED lighting with a black enclosure. I can really say that Alienware stuck to one color choice, and they exploited it all the way to the end. And when I say they stuck to one color choice, meaning literally they stuck to one color choice. You're team red and black because you're team AMD if you go for this desktop. This is not an Intel machine where you can get to choose between red and black and white and blue. Come on, get out of here. The case is a new Legend 2.0 design, which they say prioritizes airflow. Each fan is put in the perfect place to provide ample cooling throughout your entire system. And what is also very nice is they've also brought back hidden cable management. Now, I'm not saying that their previous pre-builds were a cluster of wires just hanging in front of everything, but what I am saying is it's nice to see that they are putting careful thought into cable management to promote the optimal airflow to keep all of your components cool through all those AAA titles that you're going to be pushing this thing through. Now on to the good part. First, the CPU. So the CPU can be spec'd up to the Ryzen 9 5950X, which is a 16-core 32-thread processor with a base clock speed of 3.4 GHz that can be turbo boosted to 4.9 GHz. And if that is not enough, if you really want to, you can overclock this CPU, but it's not like you're really going to need that extra power. Now, keeping your CPU cool, you have your choice between a standard air cooler, and when I say standard, I mean super standard. Look at this. This is nothing to be impressed with, but if you want to, you can shell out an extra $100 and get your CPU liquid cooled. Now, the liquid cooler is only a 120mm radiator, but I've seen these types of radiators deliver an amazing amount of cooling under extreme loads. I'm talking high temps from powerful CPUs. Next, on to the second most important component, the GPU. So the base model of this desktop comes with a 3GB Radeon RX 5300, which we all know is just pretty basic. But if you want to go all out, and I mean all out, for just an additional $1,710, you can get a 24GB RTX 3090. Just imagine all those frames that you'll be getting with that GPU. Now, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, William, that is a lot of money there. I don't feel right about spending that amount of money, because that is a high amount. You can think of it like this. Alienware could have charged more. Or you can think of it like this, and I really want you to think of it like this. Go on Amazon right now, search up a Founders Edition RTX 3090 and a Ryzen 9 5950 CPU. Just those two components. Add them to your cart. You'll be spending $4,178 compared to the $4,109.99 you can get for the Aurora desktop. And don't forget, the desktop doesn't only come with the CPU and GPU. It comes with a motherboard, it comes with RAM, it comes with a PSU, it comes with storage, it comes with a case. And that's where you really do start to see the value of what they're really offering you. Anyway, the motherboard, like I mentioned, is a B550, which really complements AMD CPUs, and it does support overclocking. So like I said, you can overclock to your heart's content, not like you're really gonna need it. When it comes to memory, you have three choices to choose from. You can either go for 3200 megahertz, which is my preferred capacity. You could go for 3466, which I guess is good, or you could go for 3600, which I guess is better. And really, the main differences besides the price and the amount of megahertz that you're getting, the 3200, you can go all the way up to 128 gigs of RAM in your desktop, compared to just 64 gigs you'll be getting with the 3466 and the 3600. Storage wise, you can just settle for a 256 gigabyte NVMe SSD, but if you're somebody who has a really big game library, who doesn't like to delete his games, I'm talking like you have 10 times GTA 5, you have 10 times Rise of the Tomb Raider, you have 10 times of Red Dead Redemption 2, then you can also go for a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD as your boot storage, plus an additional 2 terabytes of 7200 RPM hard drive. Really, the choice is all yours. So let's look at pricing quickly. So if you want to go bare bones basic, I'm talking everything basic, you'll be getting a Ryzen 5 5600X, which is only a 6-core processor with 12 threads. You'll be getting the Radeon RX 5300, 3 gigabytes. You'll be getting only 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of NVMe storage, a standard air cooler, and a 460 watt power supply. You'll be spending $1,259.98. But if you want to go balls to the walls, I'm talking spend everything and make the most powerful desktop from Alienware, you'll be going for the Ryzen 9 5950X. You will be going for that RTX 3090, 24 gigabytes. You will be going for, let's see here, let's go for 128 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM. And then you'll be going for, let's say, the 2 terabyte NVMe and the 2 terabyte hard drive. And then you'll be going for liquid cooling with a 750 watt platinum rated power supply. For that amount of money, you'll be spending $5,649.98, and that is a lot of money. I mean, really a lot of money, but you will be getting a super powerful pre-build from Alienware that I know you will love and cherish. So let me know what you think of this desktop. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Would you buy it? And if you buy it, please, I'm curious. What configuration are you getting for it? Let me know in the description down below. So that is the end, guys, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe, as well as to smash that notification bell to be kept informed about my weekly videos. So yeah, until next time, if you got any video suggestions that you want me to check out, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, guys, literally have a great weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.